My horses and I are taking a journey thousands of miles long across the United States. Along the way, I'm exploring tons of incredible places, meeting lots of amazing people, and experiencing the adventure of a lifetime.
All three of my horses are Mustangs. They were all born in the desert. Through this, my three horses are going to show the world that Mustangs absolutely are worth adopting, that they absolutely have a place. All right, it is Monday, and we took a little day off today because I was trying to get these guys into a vet to get their spring shots, and we just happened to work it out here. So I'm riding down to the town to go to the vet and get these guys some vaccinations, and then we're gonna walk back. But it's just 2 miles down the road here, so not too far. Denver and Eddie came up to Augusta Animal Hospital to get their spring vaccinations. So a big thanks to the whole team here at the hospital for their help. Thank you guys so much for getting this done for us. Thank you. I am leaving Augusta, West Virginia, and I'm gonna be headed up to Paw Paw today. It's gonna be our last full day in West Virginia. But a big thanks to Heidi Wolf and to Ray for putting me up the last couple of nights. And yeah, we've got a nice, beautiful sunny day to start the week off. I'm gonna do about 22 miles through these hills. They're hard to see because they're so small, but all around my head and these horses, we got biting midges. And I rolled my sleeves down because I had to cover my arms. I was getting pretty bit up, and I can feel them on my face every once in a while. Yeah, they're out in full blast. I think when it just gets hot enough, that's when these little midges come out and just tear us up. I didn't even know about them until a week ago, and I looked down and had all these bug bites all over my arms. Had no idea what they were even from because you couldn't even tell or see, but I can see them all around me in the air. Just little flies. Going over the Potomac. All right, welcome to state number 14, Maryland. I had originally always planned to not even spend more than a day in Maryland due to the area I thought I was going to be passing right into Pennsylvania. But we're actually going to be here for a couple days headed east. All right, guys, we're at some sort of a tunnel, but I think we've got a trail over the mountain as well. So we're probably going to do that. See what these signs say. Well, I can tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not getting on that boardwalk in that tunnel with people coming from both directions, but that doesn't exactly give me any comfort either. It's time to see what we're made of on the hill. All right, so far this was the better option. I guess we'll see. Oh, it is making for a pretty good up and down hill. But if you can't go through it, we gotta go over it. So I am riding down this historical canal trail, and this was built back in George Washington's time. It's a canal that they'd use to levee boats up to the river across Maryland, and these locks they'd fill up with water to raise the boats, kind of like the Panama Canal type deal, but much smaller, older scale obviously. And it would raise the boats upriver, basically, is what would happen. But that's one of the old locks that they had, so back in the late 1700s. So all these box turtles sitting on the logs. They all make a dive for the water when they see me come by. Turtles, being reptiles, are cold-blooded. So to get their body temp out, they sit out in the sun. That's why they're all basking out on them logs. But there's tons of them in this old canal. I have mastered the art of snagging horseflies off my horses' necks when they're about to bite them. Terrible things, and they hurt too. Sit here after us all day long. It's gonna be a long summer because of horseflies. So this trail is the Chesapeake, Ohio Canal Trail, and it goes all the way following the Potomac to Washington, D.C., which for our international viewers is the capital of the United States of America. But yeah, back in the old days there was this canal, and this is what's left of it in this portion, that they would run boats upriver to get them upstream, and then the boats going downstream would follow the flow of the river. And they'd use horses to pull the boats through the locks. And that's how they'd get boats around here upriver. Now that's a tunnel more built for us. That makes some funny sounds, doesn't it, Denver? All right, guys, I am in Hancock, Maryland. We're just passing through, gonna get back on the Chesapeake, Ohio Canal Trail. But a big thanks to Shannon D for putting me and the horses up last night, and also for taking the load ahead today. Also thanks to Ken yesterday for taking the load ahead from Pawpaw to there. So yeah, we are doing just a little bit of a shorter day, just 17 miles. Should be good. All right, I am getting off the Chesapeake, Ohio Canal Trail, and I'm currently going underneath I-70. All right, guys, it is Friday, and we just passed through Indian Springs, Maryland. I got Joe here with me today. Big thanks to her family, Jamie and Faith and Christy, for putting me and the horses up last night. But what's the horse you're on?
Mariah, a 16-year-old Arabian mare.
Awesome. She's pretty good looking. Well, yeah, Joe's gonna ride with me today, so got some company. Well, it is starting to open up in some of these parts. Still in the Appalachians, but a little wider. A couple of emus. Well, Jeff says we get to take the limo. What's the story with this one, Jeff?
This is a 91 Lincoln, 65,000 miles, ready to rock.
All right. Good deal. Where am I getting in? All right, guys. We got Jeff chauffeuring his daughter, Mackenzie. Say hi, Mackenzie. First time in a limo for me. Got Kenny and Wendy here. Gonna go get some grub. Pretty cool stuff. All right, guys, we're doing a little group ride down to Fort Fredericks. Happy Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
All right, we're at Fort Fredericks. Trying to see if we can get permission to ride the horses inside. Fort Frederick was built in 1756 during the French and Indian War. It was constructed under the direction of Governor Horatio Sharp to be a frontier garrison, a protection for local settlers. Though the fort was never directly attacked, it would serve as a garrison for local militia soldiers from which to prevent Native American raids. During the American Revolution, the fort would serve as a prisoner of war camp, holding over 1,000 incarcerated British and German soldiers after the battles of Saratoga and Yorktown. Nearly 100 years later, the fort would be utilized by the Union in the Civil War. It would be used as a gun emplacement to defend the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal from the Confederacy.
It stuck with us because she rode the
All right, guys, it is the end of week 35. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button and make sure you subscribe as well so that you don't miss the videos we have coming out every single week for the Year of the Mustang project. We're going to Pennsylvania next week, so you got to check it out. Again, thank you guys so much. Until the next one, adios.